Hi everybody, my name's Normsk and welcome to my shed Natters. Now I've actually been commissioned to produce a caricature of a couple who are celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary. So I've popped along here today to actually find out a little bit about them, have a chat, and so this video will actually show you that journey and also the production of the caricature itself. Right, here we are, and I'm just wandering into the garden and I'm going to meet up with everybody and we're just going to see what happens. Now there is a bit of background noise, as you'll probably notice, and this is because this location is actually a working farm, and with working farms we get noise. Okay, well, as you can see, there's going to be a big preoccupation here to do with gardening and all sorts of other man-shed things. So we're just going to actually show a little bit of video and a few pictures of various things associated with this, and you can actually see that going across the screen at the moment. Right, okay. I'm here with a number of people, but as you can actually see, apart from the human inhabitants of this wonderful abode, there are all sorts of other creatures. Now, some of them have been around for quite a while, and such as the chickens here, as you can actually see, and then we've actually got some new ones that have come in here. I can see that grey one there. I think that's actually the daughter of Smokey Joe, from what I can gather. Now, as I said, I'm here with a number of people at the moment. I'm just going to ask the lady of the house, can you please tell me what the sheep are called? Not individually. What type of sheep are they?
They're Lincoln Longwolls.
Lincoln Longwolls. Right, okay, there you go. You can see that one's given me a bit of a funny look. He thought, why was I disturbing his slumber on a hot sunny day? Oops, sheep. Right, I'm just wandering into the garden, and we're going to have a little look around here. So I think the video is actually fairly self-explanatory at the moment. As you can see, there's a lot of hanging plums that we're walking through to go into the garden. But one thing that is really clear here is that everything is about colour, everything is about art. And the colours are absolutely beautiful, as you can see from these flowers. Really stunning. You might have just picked up then, as the gentleman of the house actually has just developed the chuckles, so it wasn't me actually sort of breathing heavily. Right, just a brief explanation with regards to the drawing and its structure. What I do is actually study the individuals, their faces. I learn something about the characteristics, what their interests are, and then I go from there and just use my imagination. I pencil the drawing in, and from there I then build it up using ink. And I build it up a bit further, rub out all the old pencil lines that I want to actually remove, build it up a little bit further in ink, and I also use a HB and a 2B pencil to fill it in, and then I may actually introduce some colour thereafter. And I get to a point when I think to myself, it's time to stop. That's good enough. Oh, I also asked my wife for a second opinion. Right, okay. We're actually stood here in the garden shed. Is it a garden shed, lady of the house?
No, it's a greenhouse.
It's a greenhouse, okay. And how long have you actually had this greenhouse for?
March last year, so just over a year.
Oh, right, okay. She's actually watering her plants at the moment, you might hear that. And we are all stood in here at the moment, and it's absolutely sweltering and it's dripping off us. So what sort of things are you actually growing in here?
Okay, right. I am growing tomatoes, and this is a variety called Ailsa Craig.
Yes.
They're a cordon variety, and they're really good producers.
Okay.
I'm also growing melons. And this is a variety called Emir. First time I've ever grown melons before, and I'm not sure I'm going to do it again because they're not that productive. I have got lots of cucumbers here, and these ones are called Mini Munch.
Right, outside I can actually see that you've got some cold frames. So what's actually being grown in there?
Well, it's a bit unusual, but I've got strawberry plants in there at the minute because they ended up in there on their own, and then they started throwing out a few runners, so I thought, well, they might as well stay there. The other good thing about them being there is that the birds can't get them.
Right, one of the things that is a real problem here for you sometimes is wind, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
And you actually have some serious wind, so there's been some serious damage over a period of time, as we can actually see from these videos here and pictures. But obviously you've come to recover, and I can see also from the pictures within the sequence that the man cave actually had its roof completely ripped off. But fortunately, the vintage car that was actually inside was saved. But life has to press on, so we can actually see that the man cave was recovered. That's actually quite attractive, using a cut-off from the tree that came down. So the life of that tree does continue, and it actually stays with you. How did you actually discover the damage? Was it in the morning, first thing?
No, it was in the middle of the day. Looking out of the window and saw the roof rise up and do a complete 360 degrees before it crashed to the floor.
That must have actually been quite terrifying,
It
seeing
was
that.
extremely dangerous, because if anybody had been near it, they would have probably been seriously hurt.
Anyway, I notice going around your man cave in your garage, there's a huge preoccupation here to do with racing. Do you actually race any of your vehicles?
Yes, I do.
And what is it?
An Austin Healey Sprite, 1960.
And what sort of speeds can you actually get up to when you're racing with that?
Not very quick, about 110 miles an hour.
Oh right, that doesn't sound very fast, does it? I think that would actually completely terrify me. Right, there you are, guys, it's all finished.
Hey Norms, that is absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.
It's okay, it's been my pleasure. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing it and meeting you.
Good for you.
Cheers! What a super experience that was. Anyway, off home. Well, I'd like to thank everybody who's actually watched this blog. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did in actually making it. You can follow me if you wish on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. This has been a Norms production, and please watch out for me on my next Natterings.